Absolutely perpetual motion. Here's Barnes, who is on one of those runs, and that's got to be.
Egan. Now Peter Barnes, bit of space now. Will he take on Gentile? Yes, he has. He's passed him. He's passed another. He's passed another. Beautiful by Barnes.
Into the centre of midfield to join Brook, Villa and Hazard, leaving Archibald and Falco up front as Barnes attacks on his own. Oh, what a goal! That will do for Peter Barnes. He starts off there. He's a long way outside the box. It's one man gone at Villa. Now that's Smith gone. He still keeps coming. Now McAllister comes to him. Hesitates, checks inside McAllister. Now look for this left foot. Isn't that a beauty?
Mahoney to spread the ball out a bit to either wing. Barnes going through, brought down, but it might come for Rob.
Ver el balón para Carreñosa, que astutamente ha cedido sobre Peter Barnes. Hace un regate muy bonito, el centro de Peter Barnes.
Barnes. Oh, beautifully away from Clark. Three in the middle.
Chance for a break here now for Manchester City as Owen finds Barnes. Now, can Barnes get the better of Perry? Owen's right in there, but Barnes may not need him. What a beautiful goal! Barnes took on Perryman. He had Owen up there in support. He didn't really need it. And then when the sight of Kendall in the Tottenham goal came up, he lashed. Causio, no, behind him. Peter Barnes right back there. Now, let's see Peter go. Well, he's got past Gentile. Oh, my word! The referee feeling for the card in this. Owen. Now Barnes. Oh, he's left McAllister there. There was an obstruction by McAllister, but Barnes wasn't going to be denied by that. And Shannon! No! And Barnes has got it. Taking on Torok. Sweeping past him beautifully there. What a good cross towards Keegan.
His pass knocked on by Owen, chased by Barnes. Now can he finish this one? Oh yes! Oh, what a beauty! That time kept his head, lost his man, and he sold Pat Jennings a dummy out of the record book.
Glorious fling for England if he could come on, but Barnes neatly doing Sara there. Oh, taken down.
Curtis. Barnes, good footwork, withstood the challenge of Agbula too. Oh, it's got through. How many does he want to take?
Barnes.
Socrates. And again, England are doing a good hustling job there. Just not standing back and admiring.
Barnes. Picked it up well, in for the shooting chance. Watson. Barnes slipped Naylor very
Gone up there and he stayed up there, and McElroy had it knocked off his head by.
Chipped in ball to Barnes.
Hay un rey mago que está impidiendo que nosotros veamos lo que está sucediendo.
Two lined up with him. Attempt by Koffel. Barnes.
For this equaliser, Sanson flicked through there to Peter Barnes. Barnes.
Barnes. Bom lance para o ponteiro esquerdo, Barnes. Cruzamento.
Beautifully done by Barnes. Has got Royal on the touchline. If you've seen him, may not need him. Jewett far post.
There towards Mike Doyle, who got the header in. Might come anywhere. Yes, it's there by Peter Barnes. Unable to do anything about it. And look how it comes there for Peter Barnes to hook it in before.
Coming in with interesting timing, but he jumped underneath it. And this is Peter Barnes. A thrilling break. Berardi is in the clear.
Too bad for him. They're also watching Obermeyer here tonight. But it's Peter Barnes who's got to be watched at the moment for England going all the way through.
Barnes. Penetrou bem.
Noble was there as well. Those cries were for handball. The referee again was placed well enough to deny them. Barnes finding Owen. Played on again for Peter Barnes. Now, is that a penalty? It is.
Este es Barnes, que lo ha hecho bien también hoy. Dentro del área busca el centro, lo consigue.
Getting into it straight away. Brooking, played on for Barnes. Latchford again is up there for England. No foul there. Oh, and he skinned him there. Did Barnes and Latchford. Lovely bit of play by Barnes. Look at this. He really skinned Malcolm.
With that header. Barnes. Change of direction and he's away from Jones. Set for the left foot. The shot then hit Hughes. And now here's Barnes if he can control this. Hansen going with him. Barnes off on one of those runs that electrifies the main road.
To adjust his feet, but he didn't really make up his mind, I don't think. And Barnes has got through this time, and it's in!
He knew very little about. And here's Barnes again. Holding off Schaffner well.
Really got to nobble him. Otherwise, you know, we're going to go 4-2 down here. Well, we are, in fact, in a very good position now.
Well, here's Peter Barnes with a good... He's gone on the ball with Barnes. And again, the first run from Barnes.
Albion players involved. Kirk Stevens with the perfect pass. And there was Peter Barnes doing what Albion had always wanted him to do.
And felt it across the back of his ankle. Barnes. Inside, looking for the right foot, and he's found the vacancy. Barnes, nice turn. He's ridden the challenge, and he's past the second man, and he set it up for Kidd.
Couple. Barnes! Oh, it's three!
Barnes is on the far side. Wales under a bit of pressure, but England not being able to do it right quite. There they have! To be taken by Arthur Albiston. There's Peter Barnes. Oh, delightful play by towards Norman Whiteside. Barnes is in there. Can he get a shot in there?
Si llega Alex, Peter Barnes, atención al inglés, continuó el inglés,
Cassidy, Craig really didn't have a chance there. Here's Barnes. Free kick, had to be.
Carrying it across too far for Royal. Barnes, though, will turn it back. And one...
Este Fraile. Y Barnes roba este balón y bate a García Remón. Era el minuto.
And Barnes got away from Gary Stevens. Goff has come across and Barnes was fouled by him. Barnes. Still Barnes. Took a little knock in the face from Goff there, Berardi. This is Barnes. Square to make that was Paul Allen, and City, with him out of the right back position, can force their way forward with Barnes. Now then, what is the...
This is the Batson, and Barnes moved from his own half, and anyway there were two defenders back. Streaming forward in numbers, Albion. He's got to give it to somebody soon. And he's got across the line, and they don't know what he's going to do, does he? Oh! Macari. And here's Barnes again. And Regis! Barnes, as we move into the last minute.
Jugada polémica del encuentro. Ahí vemos a Barnes, que es interna, y va a ser derribado por Juan José. El señor...
Now. Barnes. It's the first time he's tested Duxbury on the outside. Useful cross too.
Players, now a seventh in this Albion attack. Barnes. Oh, split!
City back in their rhythm. Barnes here. Donachie with the ball, now Barnes. Royal.
And getting each other's way now. Curry finds Barnes. Keegan going wide. Brooking going through the middle. Barnes going on his own. Onto the left foot.
McMills played wide again for Peter Barnes. Got to keep putting pressure, hoping this Norwegian defence will crack. And
Al que acaba de entrar Barnes. Ahí está. Yaso.
And Jewett is there. And that's the boy. Barnes has got.
Kidd, Barnes away from one man and got a shot!
Runs the ball with Hartford, here's Barnes, Kidd coming near, boost! Oh!
George, his 4th goal of the season. And I wonder if a photographer got a close-up shot.
Barnes. Lawrenson beaten. Barnes. Every time he runs.
De la defensa bética. Muy bien, Gordillo sobre Barnes, con terreno por delante para correr, buscando posición de tiro el jugador.
Almost a lazy pass out there by Brooking, but it found Barnes, and away he goes. Latchford outside him, just onside, and here for that McElroy free kick. Peter Barnes. Keegan up ahead of him, not quite sure what Barnes is going to do. Koppel, a little backward header there. Peter Barnes up for this one. And some men supporting him up front, including Trevor Brooking. That's Nicholas's header, only going as far as Peter Barnes. Barnes getting his crossing and getting it well. As to who actually claims that one. It was certainly Barnes' shot, and the deflection came off Paul Mariner. England a goal up then, with a quarter of an hour gone, and Barnes again. Swept wide there for Peter Barnes to take that nicely into his stride. Nicholas couldn't quite stop him, but Barnes has come back and given Wales a chance.
Wilkins, Peter Barnes. Allan Simonsen, der er med nede. Peter Barnes.
Brooking, good flick, Barnes behind him. Right there, and England have stolen one back.
Barnes otra vez. Cardeñosa.
That's a typical Peter Barnes body swerve, and he's put
Del meta madridista. Otra vez Barnes con mucha habilidad. Se va por la izquierda, centra. Cae en el área. Esta es la falta que decía Marcelo.
Boa deixada de Keegan. Na bola Zé Maria. Barnes.
Feeding Barnes superbly. Regis, Moses and Ali Brown all in the middle here. If Barnes spots them, he's going it alone, no. Oh!
Mills. Barnes. Again showing good determination. And he's got a fair bit of space here. Taking on Spatzenbeck. Could well skin him for pace too.
It's got Robson out there on the right. Barnes this is.
Bem colocado o miolo. Agora a vez do ponteiro esquerdo, Barnes. Cercado, levando bem Toninho Cerezo.
Desde luego no están fuera de juego. Barnes.
Barnes. Lovely control dribbling there, and Koppel on the...
Moses whips that off to Barnes. Moses staying on the left wing. Barnes nicks it on for Robson.
Oh, it's a beauty by Barnes!
Very pacey opening indeed. Here's Peter Barnes. Played in. Beautiful control. And what a lovely ball to Barnes. United beginning to play with a lot of style in these opening minutes. Manchester United, delightful ball there into the path of Peter Barnes. Olsen is up and Hughes is coming up deep and late. Still with Barnes, turning in one way and the other. Right side, Barnes, good play here by United. Storming forward again. In a late run and got in on it. But here's Barnes now. Can United get something out of this? Olsen versus Huddle. The Blueston. played back this time for Barnes. Now, can he make something of this? My word, he can! 3-1. Played for Barnes. Kept it in, but only just. Royals there with a header.
Just inside the 18-yard area. It's Barnes. Again doing well. And they've got a man over. Lovely play here by Barnes. Pull with one foot, cross with the other. Pearson came in, side netting.
Aí o ponteiro esquerdo, Barnes. Pela ponta direita, ele e Edinho. Chegou Cerezo também. Saiu o cruzamento, é bom.
Big. Bam. Gente der Techniker.
Constant pressure from City. Barnes. Unavailable. Barnes tricking, trying to find room for a cross. Skids over.
Barnes again, getting it back from Hartford. Donachie up the line ahead of him. Coates blocking the route to go. Coates strips.
Der var lige hurtigt nok frem inden på midten. Ikke Flemming.
Both. Regis, almost. Oh, Barnes!
There's a nice pass there for Peter Barnes.
Barnes, again eluding the challenge of Bertie Vogts.
El Zaragoza buscando ya en los últimos minutos del juego y ahora sí, ahora le han hecho falta.
What about that for a ball? Beautiful ball played inside the ball back for Peter Barnes, and here's Futbol. Oh my!
The pass is not accurate on the long strikes. Barnes there. Barnes beaten Bailey once. Robson again. Clips that over. A good ball. Robson.
Couldn't quite get his left foot on it there, but now here's Barnes, 1-0.
My word, Hartford's getting through some work. Now Peter Barnes. Oh, look at this for a run by Barnes. Great run by Barnes, gliding past one challenge, gliding past another, and then at the end of all, finding a tremendous shot.
And Oates.
Barnes on the break, 2 men ahead of him. Third down the middle, Barnes going it alone, all alone.
Towards Bettigo, Watson read that well. Barnes. Gentili, he's gone past it. Now. Well, Bonetti was right in there as well. Corelli. Now, Peter Barnes.
Shoved off the ball unceremoniously there was McCreary by Curry.
Here's Peter Barnes doing the thing that Jack Charlton likes him to do. A lovely little...
And O'Brien holds his head in his hands. Now Butterworth and Barnes. And Barnes going, the crowd roaring him on. He's inside the box. Hits it!
Ortega, Barnes. Es un jugador de fácil regate. Muy bueno el centro.
Nice touch there from Pearson for Peter Barnes. Still Barnes.
Peter Barnes. Now it's a one-to-one situation. He's got round right. Can he get his cross in? He does. It's a good-looking cross. Parlane's there. Gets a header in.
Oh, that was a bad one as far as Barnes. That's really saw Wolves in trouble. Long for Barnes. This could be useful. Royal and Tuart tanking up to get into the box. Taking on Morris Bailey.
Catch the Hungarians out. Played there for Barnes. Oh, and it's a goal! Oh. Was available, and now it's Barnes. It's getting around Kennedy. Shannon. Barnes bobbled away from him, but he got it back. 3 in the middle, 1 is Futbol.
Calling far post, that's where it's gone. Knocked it back in, here's Barnes. And
Barnes has made it. In there, Keegan getting it to Peter Barnes, trying to play it in there.
Determination they're putting into it. There goes Barnes. I'd say that's probably
back to. Oh, missed Barnes. With Brooking, played wide for Barnes. Ron Greenwood has played 12 games as the England manager. He's been in charge 12. Barnes. This way is Donachie, and how superbly for
Barnes.
And pulled right back, and here's Barnes again. He couldn't connect and...
Oh, good skill again from Barnes. Fast gun. He's in the mood. He's got to win a wrestling match first.
Barnes. Away from Brown. Needs help now.
Barnes has been quiet for a spell. Keegan on the edge of the 6-yard box.
Barnes, Clements running ahead. Barnes aiming to go inside for that left foot of his. Third nod by Tuart. And it's come out to Barnes. Good shot!
Space by that corner flag, but nonetheless gets the ball in for Peter Barnes here. Now Barnes, will he take him on? Obstruction there inside the box by Oscar, an indirect free kick.
With laying it in for Barnes.
Played here for Peter Barnes. Now to Junior. It was Phil Neal who dispossessed him. And Peter Barnes. Barnes on the far side with the two England wide men having switched wings. And they're getting some encouragement from the crowd, England, in these last seconds. As though they realise that England have put a lot into this performance. Barnes crossing it in there. If I imagine, the referee is allowing it to go on. So effectively they've got 10 men. Now Barnes has got in there. There's his cross coming in towards Paul Mariner.
Immerhin hat Helmut Schön mit Neumann sicherlich einen neuen Mann fürs Mittelfeld gefunden. Einen Spieler.
Fans letting their team know they're about. Here's Peter Barnes.
Barnes, now will he take on his man?
Nice little touch inside Gentile. A swift challenge there by Cherry, and here's Peter Barnes. Now the first run by him, and oh, look what happened to him. Misunderstanding there. Peter Barnes turning Gentile one way, turning him another. Here's Brookie. Picked him up beautifully, and he in turn picks up Barnes. Faced by Nicol. Obstruction and a free kick for it. And the chance wasted. So exactly half an hour gone, no score.
1.600 tilskuere. Det er så godt som hvad der kan stoppes ind her. Peter Barnes.
Shimmy, a little dummy. Can he?
Straight to the feet of Barnes by Hartford. Power wanted in the middle.
but he gets the pass in to Barnes. Well, Moses got in there and made that a good one. Now Barnes, but it's offside.
Battuto da Hartford, il numero 10. Ancora che batte una punizione e questa volta è Kidd che beneficia del suo assist. 3-0, ecco Barnes che...
Danger here as Barnes intercepts. Goalkeeper has come and Barnes has scored.
Barnes. And he's got the other side of Bailey.
Then Peter Barnes takes over, a lovely chip, Kidd's glancing header, and that's 3-0. Barnes, who had a really magical night, again tantalises that Standard Liège defence.
Here's Barnes. It is rather accurate. That time Antonioni wasn't. Now Peter Barnes. And to Clements, and a deflection for Barnes. Barnes trying to come away from Torok. Finding Steve Coppell. And Peter Barnes really looking for the ball all the time now. And prepared to go past men. A nice sight to see. Brought down. Back towards Barnes. And the ball fell nicely for him off Martin O'Neill. A back heel for Mick. On Regis games for Barnes. Skips away from 2 tackles. Barnes up ahead of him. Finding Wilkins. In turn for Peter Barnes. Free kick. Played for Barnes. I think the crowd are... Oh, there's an obstruction. Wide for Peter Barnes. It'd be nice to see Barnes take on Junior. Which is what he's done. And again. Played wide for Barnes. Sticking to this right flank now, as he did for much of the first half, and letting a drive go.
Latchford. Barnes. Wilkins to Barnes. Barnes. Might have done better, but it comes to Barnes. And still Barnes. The game go on. And stay them now, trying to get Peter Barnes away. Gilbert's got to get back now for Crystal Palace. Brown supporting. Truex right up in there as well. Truex.
Some errors in the Albion defence. Barnes, he took it so close to Alveston.
Maybe if he'd lost control of it, I think Kenny Dalglish should have been too pleased. Stapleton and Barnes. Has Barnes got clear?
To Barnes. Owen, very good early ball. Peter Barnes in possession. Still Barnes. Of good spirit in the side on the evidence of the opening 25 minutes. But here's Barnes. This could... Oh, Brian! Lost Phillips. Barnes!